Hey everyone, my name is Utkarsh Verma and I'm your psychology mentor. And this is a special series जहाँ पे हम अपने स्टडी कैपिटल के टॉपर्स के बारे में उनका एक्सपीरियंस शेयर करते हैं, क्या उनकी स्ट्रैटेजीज थी, क्या उनके टिप्स एंड ट्रिक्स थे, एंड कैसे उन्होंने अपने डाउनफॉल्स को हैंडल किया एंड कैसे उन्होंने अपने ड्रीम कॉलेज को या वन ऑफ द ड्रीम कॉलेज को अचीव किया और ताकि आपको एक फर्स्ट हैंड एक्सपीरियंस मिल सके एंड यू कैन ऑल्सो प्रिपेयर एंड गेट सम हेल्प from those toppers talk. So I welcome Gauri in our today's session. So Gauri, how's it feeling?
Pretty nervous, but yeah.
All right. So Gauri, let's start with your introduction. I would request you kindly introduce yourself.
Okay, so my name is Gauri, and I did my undergrad from Indraprastha College, Delhi University, and I'm currently pursuing my master's from Jamia Millia Islamia.
All right. So what was the rank you scored in the Jamia Millia Islami exam?
Fourth rank.
Okay. And may I know what was your score in CUET PG?
It was slightly less. It was 254.
Oh, it's not less. It was basically cut off were too high. So in how many other colleges you got selected?
BHU, DU in the
Okay.
end,
Okay. Okay. That's fine.
like in the spot
So,
round.
all right. So is there any specific reason why do you choose Jamia? Why did you go for Jamia?
Actually, I had two options. One was TIS, and the other one was Jamia
Hmm.
because of the rank. It's like the third. It's like third on the ranking. So
Hmm.
uh, TIS was too high. So I got into Jamia and I
All right.
went.
So basically, you look for the NRF rankings and the infrastructure all out. So, is there any specific reason why you chose psychology? Because I'm sure there are many students who are preparing for the exam, but they don't know कि psychology पढ़ क्यों रहे हैं, आगे चल के aim क्या है. So, what was your perspective of psychology? Why did you got into this field?
So I'll start from the beginning. When I was in 10th, I knew that I had to
Mm-hmm.
take humanity, but I was not really interested in political science. It was too much for me, and history was difficult for me because I'm very bad with remembering years and dates. So I thought it was interesting, but I thought if I take history, I'll be someone who'll never remember dates. So it's going to be weird. So psychology and sociology were two new different subjects. I never explored them. So I thought I should give a try to psychology, and I really liked it. So I did really well in 12th as well. I scored 100 in psychology. So I got into admission. I got into DU, and then rest is history.
Okay, so history is actually very good in terms of your case. So, like, how is your right now your college life? Like, what is your routine? Is it very hectic in terms of project works, research work? What is like what is like it look like?
Actually, it's very good. I thought masters is going to be very difficult and hectic, like you said, but it's
Mm-hmm.
not. Because Jamia is very structured. It has a fixed curriculum and everything is followed like that. So my day starts at 9:20 and it ends by 3 o'clock. So I don't even have to stay much. And also one best thing about Jamia is that you just have to go for 4 days in a week. So Monday to Thursday I have to be there. I get 3 days off. So this semester I'm not planning to do any internship, but from next semester I will. So I can do internship for 3 days in a week or
Okay.
anything if I want.
I'll get back to the internship topic again. So right now, like, what is the duration of class? Like, what is the average duration of each class?
So 50 minutes each. And there
Okay.
are 5 classes in a day. And lab is held twice in a week.
So there is this very big question. Attendance zaruri hai. Is attendance compulsory in Jamia?
It is 75% is yes.
All right. So you cannot just bunk the class and go to have some samosas and all that.
Ah, no, no.
Okay. So coming upon your before you got into Jamia, what were those 2 months looked like before this examination, before this result? How was that time for you?
Before the exam,
Yeah, before when you were preparing, like what was the emotion? Then I'll develop.
uh, okay, so CUET was in March and the result came, I don't know, after in a month or two.
Hmm.
So I thought it's a good score, but turns out it wasn't. And I thought I will get into tests. I was aiming too high, but then I realized everyone has scored very good. So I realized that I have to buck up and I have to prepare for Jamia now. And I gave my all to it. I thought this is the end and I have to prepare and I don't have any option. So it was very hectic. Entrance preparation was hectic. Now it's chill.
Hmm.
It's chill.
Yeah, जब achieve हो जाता है तो it's all looks like a cake. All right. So, can you tell us about when did you started your preparation? What month or before how many months you started? Like the moment you think, okay, now I should start preparing for PG exam.
I did something very bad which no one should. I started preparing in January. So CUT was in March, and before that, I was actually doing an internship in Niti Aayog. So that was till 15th of December. So I thought rest 15 days I should rest and I'll start from New Year's. And it was a mistake.
Okay, I
I
think
studied.
it is not a mistake because it proves that when toppers say कि मैं तो बस 2 महीने पढ़ के top कर लिया, this is actually true. This is what toppers do.
No, but I studied in January and then I gave mocks in February and then March was exam. So yeah. But
Okay.
I
Hmm.
studied well for Jamia.
All right. So how
After
was the strategy? How did you came across the study capital? Like, was you scrolling something about YouTube and all that? How did you find the study capital?
YouTube, I was just scrolling YouTube and I saw so many videos which were informing about CVT. So
Mm-hmm.
CVT is an exam which no one really covers a lot. And I saw a lot of videos which Study Capital was covering. First, I just saw the videos to just know about the exam or the pattern of exam because so
Hmm.
many notifications were coming and you can't really
Hmm.
keep up with the notifications. So this channel actually helped to secure some information. So that's when I got to know that psychology classes are also there, mock test series are also there. So yeah.
Okay, just for my personal curious question, what was the first video you watched of mine? Like, do you remember? What was
Yeah,
some
yeah,
starting videos?
emergence of psychology.
Okay, okay. It was something like topic explaining.
Very first, yeah.
All right. So again, what was the strategy for the preparation of the exam in terms of CVT or in terms of Jamia? I'll get back to Jamia specifically one second.
Mm. So what I did that I took out the basic textbooks like Passer and Smith
Mm-hmm.
and Sicily, and I read them very well. So I read them twice and thrice until and unless I was sure that this is done. Now I know it.
Hmm.
And once I was done, I went to mock tests. Then I
Hmm.
realized that some of the topics are still not really clear.
Hmm.
And what I did was that there are some books, AP psychology books,
Hmm.
which are
Right.
used for students in America. So what they do is that they have a chapter like sensation and perception, and then
Hmm.
there are questions specifically for sensation and
Hmm.
perception. So I did that, and they have too many questions, and you know that okay, once you do all of those
Hmm.
questions, you know that this week is completely done, and now I cannot forget. So I did chapter wise preparation, and then I went to mock test.
All right. So again, for the viewers, this is not for the self promotion, but again, it is my responsibility to take out the honest reviews of my student. So tell me honestly, how did my batch help you, or what was the reaction when you joined my batch and when the batch ended? How did it help you? And did it really help you? Just tell me honestly.
It did. Actually, as I said, I joined very late. So at first I took mock test series. But then I realized I need some clarity which books
Hmm.
cannot give me because I need someone to explain those topics to me. Because also my college was online for some time.
Hmm.
So I didn't get any class. Uh, I needed someone to tell me the basics and everything. So I joined your batch. I saw the recorded lectures. I was not able to join the live classes because
Okay.
by the time I joined,
Hmm.
everything was done.
Hmm.
So I saw the recorded lectures and it just really helped me to motivate myself because what I really liked was that when you explained a topic, you also told about the potential questions that can be asked. So you told me that not me, like everyone in the lecture, that this is the topic and these sort of questions can be asked. MCQs में ऐसे वो आएंगे options. ये options आ सकते हैं आपको ऐसे करना है. Reason assertion के questions. I didn't know how to solve them. So you told
Hmm.
the trick वो because करके ऐसा. So yeah.
So did you focused on note making? What was your approach regarding note making?
I made notes very thoroughly. Like when I was
Hmm.
reading, when I was trying to understand, so I made notes then and there. I cannot really learn anything unless and until I write it. So I had to write everything then.
So, like, do you recommend, or if someone is watching right now, how will you tell them if they want to start note making? What are the scratch things they need to keep things in their mind that, okay, I need to do this. I don't know. I don't have to do that thing while looking, because sometimes what happens is ki people start making notes and they just end up printing a new book. So, what is your
Yeah.
call on this?
So I would say that first of all, everyone should make their own notes because you understand a topic in a different way. Something might
Hmm.
be easier for you, something you can write that you can actually think that this is important. So you will write it down, and I might find something different. So what one should do is that, especially in psychology, if there's a study or if there's a theory, mention the name of the person who gave the theory, in which
Hmm.
year, what was the important points. So I think that's it. And if you need help, then you should refer to someone else's notes, but mainly focus on your own notes. That's what
All
I
right.
still do.
So note making is like very necessary, and that's what I've heard from other people also. So tell me, what according to you is importance of solving or referring to PYQs? Because when it comes to the preparation, people are generally focused on, okay, I need to finish this much books, I need to finish that classes, those lectures, that much book, but they forget that eventually they have to be solving MCQs. So what is your thought on this?
I think that's the most important thing. Everyone should solve as many questions as they can. I also remember in the recorded lecture you said that if you can solve 500 or 1000 questions, then your preparation is done because you will be completely prepared for the exam, be it CVT or any entrance Christ or whatever. You can crack it. Like anyone can do it because you get an understanding of what kind of questions are asked. Because usually those questions are asked in the paper. So yeah, PYQs are a must.
So how were you solving PYQs? Like you just open up a question paper, and what was the strategy to solve PYQs or MCQs in psychology?
So what I would do is that I would time myself. कि जितना time होगा उसी हिसाब से I have to complete all those questions, and I would solve it and then see my marks, and I would see कौन-कौन से questions नहीं आ रहे, कौन सा topic नहीं clear है. So I would go back to the topic, do it. I mean, read it again or understand it again, and then go back to the question paper. So that's what I did. Unless and until I scored full, I did it again.
So basically, this is what most common thing I've observed, and I also keep telling to my students that you don't have to actually practice or just solve that question. You need to be solving that question as many times as you just remember that exact question and options. So people are
Yeah.
generally, when I say कि PYQ solve कर लें 2018 का DU का, they be like कि 2018 का पेपर solve करनी है and they just forget it. But the point is कि उस पेपर को आपको इतनी बार solve कर लेना है कि हर एक question आपको एकदम रट जाना चाहिए उसका. That's when it will give you benefit.
Yeah.
So talking about like downfalls, I'm much sure बहुत सारे ऐसे cry sessions रहे होंगे, बहुत सारे work lessons के sessions रहे होंगे, overthinking nights. So what was all about that? How did you handle this?
So again, I will mention it that I started preparing very late.
Hmm.
So first, I bought the test series, and when I started doing it, I was scoring very less. I was scoring 180 out of 300,
Hmm.
and that made me feel very, very low. I thought, अब नहीं होगा कहीं भी admission इतने में नहीं हो रहा because it's already February. अगले महीने मेरा paper है, and I'm scoring 180 right now. People must have done everything. I've started late and everything. So I thought, this is not done and I need to back up. So that's when I also got the batch, the recorded lecture batch. So Then I was also able to understand some of the topics. And then I changed my strategy. What I was doing is at first that
Hmm.
I just read all the chapters at once, and then I went to question paper solving. So then I changed this strategy that I studied one topic, then solved all the questions related to that topic, then moved on to the next topic, then solved all the questions related to that topic. It took time, but that's what worked for me. But yeah,
And how
at
did you cope
in the
with
beginning
those
it was bad.
anxieties and those feelings of worthlessness? Like, क्या चीजें आप अपने आप को बार बार रिमाइंड करा रहे थे? What was that thing which kept you pushing forward?
Actually, my friends. So I told my friends कि marks तो बहुत खराब आ रहे हैं, marks में क्या करूँ? तो she was very nice. She told me कि ये तो mock ही है और ये तो पहला दूसरा mock है. अभी ये फाइनल एग्जाम नहीं है, ये रिजल्ट नहीं है. तो नाउ यू नो योर पोजीशन, नाउ यू नो दैट यू हैव टू डू बेटर, एंड नाउ यू आल्सो नो कि कहाँ स्कोप है इम्प्रूव करने के लिए, कहाँ यू आर लैकिंग एंड व्हाट आर योर लाइक स्ट्रॉन्ग पॉइंट्स. सो आई न्यू कि अच्छा ये टॉपिक कवर्ड है तो मुझे ये वापस नहीं करना, जो नहीं हो पा रहा वो वापस करना है. सो दैट्स व्हाई
Okay, so talking about the
टॉकिंग टू
book,
पीपल
which,
हेल्प्स.
yeah, so talking about the books which play a very important role, can you tell me what books did you refer while you were preparing for the exams?
Okay, so Passer and Smith and Cicerelli were the basic texts to
Hmm.
understand the concepts. And then those AP books, AP
Hmm.
psychology books, I have 3 to 5 of those books. So that helped. And then there's Kaplan, which is for
Hmm.
GRE exam. I also saw
Hmm.
that.
And
Those
other
two.
than these MCQ specific books, did you follow any theory books other
No.
than Cicerelli? All right. So again, yeah, we can assume that obviously there is no need to deep down into very detailed books. It can be managed through the basic NCRTs or Cicerelli or Barron only. बिकॉज
Yeah,
बहुत
yeah.
सारे स्टूडेंट्स को ये डाउट रहता है कि बैरन तुमने यूजी में पढ़ी है सर, पीजी के एग्जाम में बैरन कैसे काम आएगी? सो दिस इज अ वेरी बिग मिसअंडरस्टैंडिंग अबाउट द बुक्स. सो
Yeah. Also,
या श्योर श्योर प्लीज.
no, no, I was just saying that many people switch their fields. So
हम्म.
they don't keep a very difficult exam. So they set questions which are moderately difficult, as so that everyone can attempt it, so that people can have access to basic books. They cannot dive deeper into the subject
हम्म.
matter. That is done in masters. So that's why maybe that's why basic books are required.
There is some network issues regarding those. Regarding that. Your voice is not clear.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's fine now. It's fine now.
Okay.
So I was mentioning about जो भी students अभी ये video देख रहे होंगे, probably they have 4 to 5 months before their next year's exam. So what suggestions you will, what study plan you will hand over to them in, like, for the 5 months you need to do these things in these orders, which can make you sufficiently score good marks. What will be the tentative plan?
I would say that you have a lot
Hmm.
of time, and 5 months is more than enough to prepare for any exam. So maybe start with your basics, be clear with your concepts, make your notes, and once you're done with all the topics, then move on to question papers. Because if you solve a question paper right in the beginning, you will get disheartened. I have done the same, so no one should do it. It's very sad to see a very bad score. Uh, so yeah, I would just say that, and practice as many PYQs as you can, as many. So, yeah.
All right. So talking specifically about the JAMIA, because you scored such a good rank there. So what change in the preparation you took for a JAMIA? Because I think CVT का एग्जाम हो चुका था, उसके बाद जामिया का एग्जाम था. तो यू मस्ट हैव एनालाइज कि एग्जाम अच्छा गया है, बुरा गया है, फिर जामिया का नेक्स्ट प्रेशर था कि कैसे जाने वाला है. सो हाउ डिड यू मैनेज दैट प्रेशर एंड क्या चेंजेस किए अपने स्ट्रैटेजी में आपने लास्ट डेज में?
लास्ट डेज में आई वुड जस्ट से कि पहले तो जो सीवीटी का प्रिपेयर था वो वापस से ब्रश अप कर दिया, बिकॉज इवन आफ्टर सीवीटी आई टुक अ ब्रेक बिकॉज इट वाज आल्सो वेरी टायरिंग. दैट those 2 months were also very hectic for me. So after CVT, I took a break for like April, and then I again started studying in May, and the exam was in June. So then I saw the syllabus कि उसमें organizational behavior
हम्म.
and health psychology भी है. and GK. I did not know कि GK भी आ जाएगा.
All
So
right.
then I thought कि let's not focus on GK. I will just focus on psychology. GK is for 20 marks. I should focus on those 80 marks. And then I also saw the previous year cutoffs. So they were around 70,
Hmm.
somewhere around. So I thought I can score 70. I think
In
it's
those 80
psychology.
questions only.
Yeah, I think I can score above 70. So that was my main focus. Then I started studying a lot. I also uh, referred this book, Power Within.
Hmm.
So it had questions, like it had Jamia's previous year questions.
Hmm.
So that's what really helped me because most of the questions are repeated.
Hmm.
So it's a very good book for that. And it also explains a little more. So I studied that as well. And I did
All
not
right.
focus on
Yeah, it's fine because अगर आपने जीके कभी नहीं पढ़ा है तो इट्स अ वेस्ट ऑफ टाइम कि आप एक हफ्ते पहले किसी एग्जाम के लिए जीके प्रॉपर प्रिपेयर कर रहे हो.
last
Yeah, it was
minute
a good
because it will
decision.
only create panic.
Right. So, what was your last minute strategies or last night strategy? कैसे उस एग्जाम प्रेशर को कोप किया कि कल ही एग्जाम देना है, फाइनली इतने टाइम से जितनी भी चीजें करते आ रहे थे, टुमारो इट इज अ वॉर लाइक सिचुएशन, कैसे उससे ट्रीट किया? एंड डिड यू एक्चुअली स्टडीड बिफोर द लास्ट टाइम, बिफोर द एग्जाम लास्ट टाइम? बिकॉज आई
I made
क्लियरली रिमेम्बर मैंने मना किया
sticky
था.
notes. I remember that. But I made sticky notes of one
That's good.
and I pasted it on my wall. So I ruined my wall with those sticky notes and I got scolded. So because I have actually ruined the wall. And I just looked at those sticky notes whenever I would walk and try to recollect अच्छा ये मॉडल में इतने स्टेजेस थे इतने पॉइंट्स है ये इसने दिया इस ईयर में दिया that's all I did. I did not I'm not very good with handling stressful situations yet.
Hmm.
I could not sleep one day before the exam, but the exam was a little late in the day, so I slept in the morning and then I gave my exam. So yeah,
So I assume this year's Jamia was also a pen paper based, right?
yeah.
So, giving two types of exams, CBT and pen paper based, what were the challenges and what were the important things you kept in mind while attending on the OMR sheet and while attending on the screen?
So CBT may there's one thing that it's always uncertain what can happen because what happened to me when I was taking my test like CBT, after 40 or 45 minutes,
Hmm.
my system shut off completely. For 10
Okay.
minutes, and I did almost all of my paper. I think last 10, not 15 questions were left. So my panic at that moment was, what if मेरा पीछे का सारा चला गया? तो मैं क्या?
Right.
So I asked the people there कि मेरा पीछे का चला तो नहीं जाएगा? उन्होंने बोला अभी पता नहीं है. सिस्टम खुलेगा तो हम देखेंगे, हमें नहीं पता. I was very tensed at that moment कि अभी आगे का मैं सब भूल जाऊंगी कि ये सब हो गया अब. So but and they also said कि हम extra time दे दें. I thought okay.
Hmm.
But when I got my new computer. I was assigned a new computer. And when I sat there, my previous answers were recorded, but I did
Okay.
not get any extra. 1:30 पे exam खत्म होना था.
Hmm.
My exam also got over at 1:30. So the last 10 to 15 questions, I was so scared to do anything कि मैं कुछ गलत कर दूंगी फिर से बंद हो जाएगा. I did उतना ही छोड़ के बस. I just checked कि
All right.
कितने कितने किए, पीछे का रिवाइज किया, आगे का I could not. But pen and paper was easy क्योंकि I know उसमें क्या ही हो. बस I just have to be careful कि वन का आंसर टू है, थ्री का वो
Hmm.
है. इतने ही क्वेश्चंस अटेम्प्ट करने हैं, ज्यादा नहीं एक्स्ट्रा मार्क करना. So I found it
So,
easy.
in the last sentence, you actually mentioned very important point कि ज़्यादा लालच नहीं करना है, इतने ही questions attempt करने हैं. Which is why कि I see my students and many other people कि सर मेरे 50 marks, 60 marks negative marking में चले गए. So,
हम्म.
how will you suggest them कि कैसे उस temptation को नहीं आना है कि यार सही हो गए तो 4 नंबर मिल जाएंगे, क्या ही हो जा रहा है इससे? इस temptation की वजह से बहुत सारे numbers कट जाते हैं. So, can you suggest
हम्म.
anything, any trip to do not get trapped in this situation?
I would suggest your tip. You said अगर 70 to 80% श्योर हो कि वही आंसर है तो कर दो. अगर 50-50 या 20-30% तो लीव इट. इट्स नॉट वर्थ इट। जितना किया है उसमें बी हैप्पी, क्योंकि जब नेगेटिव मार्किंग मार्क्स कटता है तो बहुत बुरा है। तो जो
All
किया
right.
है वो भी
Okay, so we can wind up this situation and interview by telling or asking, like, can you tell me any 4 to 5 points if anyone is aiming for the Jamia specifically, what things they need to keep in mind and what they things they can expect when they enter the college?
okay. So one thing is that recently, very recently, kal se there's something about Jamia. So it's nothing like that because it's very peaceful, very diverse, very welcoming, very warm, and it's very structured. If you're someone who likes regularity, punctuality, you should go there because the professors are very nice, and you also get a lot of opportunities. So recently, Jamia Millia Islamia was collaborating with University of Michigan for a research project. So they hired people, master students as research assistants. So I got an opportunity for that.
That's
So
really
you
nice.
get good opportunities.
Congratulations.
So you get opportunities like that as well. So I think if you have any preconceived notions about Jamia, you should try for yourself because it's actually good. I am really liking it here. After 2, 3 months, I feel that I have settled in and I'm really enjoying it.
And my last question would be, how's the internship culture there? Do they provide internship?
You have to do your internship after completing your first year. So that is compulsory.
Okay,
But they do not provide internship, but they give LORs and they will help if you need
all
any
right.
documents. So that is provided by the department.
Okay, thank you so much. So that was Gauri for you people. Thank you so much, Gauri, for taking out the time and sharing your valuable experience to our viewers. And
Thank
again, once again, all the best for your 2 years happy Jamia life. And
you.
I hope, I think you are dreaming for abroad PhD or not? I can sense
Yeah,
maybe. Yeah, I can sense
yeah.
it.
Is it too obvious?
Yeah. So no, it's just my talent. So I hope you just. That's why I think it is a very good opportunity that you took the RA in the Michigan University. It is a well reputed university, and it will definitely help you to secure a good LOR there.
Thank you.
So once again,
I will also
congratulations
contact
and
you
all the
again
best.
for I will also contact you again for NetJI.
That's all. I told my each and every student कि आप batch भले ही 2 महीने के लिए join कर रहे हो, but till the time we both are alive, I'll help you.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you, everyone. Thank you for watching the video. And of course, my new batches are upcoming. You can just download the Study Capital app, and there you can see all the details. See you soon in the next video with some more new toppers and their insights. Thank you so much.